Thank you to all my channel members, including my fan appreciation level members and my contributor level members, for helping support the YouTube channel. Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jonathan Cohn, and today I have my reading and channel goals for 2025. I had one of my channel members ask me if I would be able to make this video, and I had actually thought about making it anyway, and this is going to be talking about my different goals, whether it's my personal reading, my channel goals, whether it's general booktube goals, convention goals, things like that. And so I have sat down and I made 10 goals. I may hit them all. I may not, but I'm setting the goals to try to hit them, and several of them I think I will be able to hit. And so I'm going to go through my 10 goals, and we'll see which ones at the end of the year I actually hit. My first goal is to read at least 100 books in the year 2025. This is, I think, the most attainable of my goals because I typically read between 8 and 12 books a month, which is pretty much enough to hit 100 books for the year. So this one I absolutely think I'm going to hit. I could set the goal higher, but if towards the latter part of the year I want to slow down and read some big books instead, that's usually what happens to me. Is towards the end of the year I say, all right, I've hit my goals, I've read a lot of books, I want to slow down, focus on some big ones or some ones that would take me longer. So I'm not setting it too high, but 100 books I think is pretty fair for me. The second goal that I have is to read one manga or comic a month. I am trying to break into new genres, new types of reading. In 2024, I tried to break into YA and middle grade, and I read over a dozen YA middle grade books. And in 2025, I'm trying to break into manga and comics. So I'm going to be reading some manga and comics. I've already read my first one, which was the first 3 volumes of One Piece. That review is either up or should be up soon. And I'm having a blast with it. So I will probably keep to this goal. I feel very good about getting this one a month, or basically 12 by the end of the year. My third goal is probably my least attainable goal, but I need to put it on there because darn it, I need to do something about this. And that is my book hauls, and that is to decrease the average number of books in my book hauls. When I started the channel, I did a book haul once every quarter, maybe. I would do like a fall or a spring book haul. And then about a year or so ago, I think about 2 years ago, I started doing monthly book hauls. And I was doing maybe 8 or 10 books a month. And now last year, I was doing 15, 20, 25 books per month that I was buying. And I'm only reading 8 to 12 books a month, and that was just not viable. So my plan is to try to cut down on buying. Now I say that my January book haul is going to be like 30 books because a bunch of publishers sent me stuff, and I bought a bunch of books at McKay's Books. So I'm already in trouble. I'm already failing at this one. But going forward, I'm really going to try to restrain my book buying to match my my reading if I can. We'll see if I do that. May not totally happen. This might be one of those things that I'll never fix, but that's my goal. My fourth goal is to 100% at least 7 duologies, trilogies, and series. I've already, at the beginning of the year, set out several new duologies, trilogies, tetralogies, and series that I want to read, at least begin in 2025, and I hope to 100% at least 7 of them. I think this is a very attainable number. I might, I have a few stretch goals. I might stretch up and do 10, which I think I did maybe like 11 or 12 by the end of 2024, but I'm setting 7 as my initial goal, and I think that's very attainable. 7 duologies, trilogies, or series to complete. And I'm not talking about ones I'm in the middle of. Like, I've already read 2 of the 3 books in the Stephen Aary and Nightingale and the Falcon trilogy. I'm not counting that. I'm talking about like series I'm starting this year and ending this year, and I'm hoping to do at least 7, maybe more. My 5th goal is to read at least 25 new release books. These are books that, come out this year. I want to read at least 25 of them. Now, I already have, it's early in the year. We still don't know what the back half of the year looks like for most publishers. I already have 21 set aside on the schedule, so that's perfect. But there are a few more that I think will get announced. 2 years ago I did 23 in 2023, so it was perfect that year. And then in 2024 I did like 35. So I think getting to 25 new releases will not be too difficult. And I think that that's the right amount because I don't want it overwhelming my schedule. I still want to be able to read my backlog, but I also do want to get to a lot of new releases. My sixth goal is similar, is that I want to read 12 indie or self-pub books. I recognize the business is moving towards indie and self-pub. It's not totally away from trad. There's still a lot of books in trad that I love and a lot of books in trad that are being read and stuff I'm interested in. But there's a lot of stuff going on in the indie space, both with small press publishers and with new press publishers and with self-publishers. And so I want to try to read at least 12 self-pub books or indie pub books. In 2024, I barely met it. Right on the last day of the year, I got my 12th indie book of the year read. I had to read 3 in December to make that goal of 2024. But for 2025, I'm trying the same thing, 12 indie pub books, which is basically one a month, which I've already scheduled out the first couple months of the year. I think it's very possible I will hit it. My seventh goal is less a reading goal and even less than partially a channel goal, and this has to go with LibertyCon. I am attending LibertyCon again. Last year I went and served as a news reporter. So I attended the panels with the publishers, and I reported the news of what books they had and what books were coming out from those publishers. This year, my goal is to actually conduct some interviews there with some authors to be able to release on the channel so that I don't have to do them all at DragonCon, because I want to start doing interviews at other conventions so that DragonCon I can experience it as an actual convention and not do it just for work. So my goal is to conduct some interviews at LibertyCon that I can put on the channel here. I will also be on some panels. Conducting interviews at LibertyCon. I will be on some panels. I don't know if they will allow me to record those panels. If they will, I will put them on the channel. But if I'm not allowed, I can't help that. But I do want to at least record some interviews with some authors. My eighth goal, and this one is partially up to me, is also partially not up to me, but that is to go on several other YouTube channels this year as a guest. Last year, I went on some channels. Library of a Viking invited me to come and record some quick videos for him. Bibliotheory, I went on a couple of his videos. I went on Star Wars Timeline briefly. I went on Caleb Likes Books channel, and I want to continue doing that. I want to continue working with other booktubers, whether they have bigger channels than me or smaller. I do have some plans currently, but I do want to ramp it up a lot. Some of the booktubers, I will try to invite on my channel if possible, maybe, but also for some of them, it's about if they invite me. So I've accepted, I think, most of the ones that have been offered to me, if not all of them. I usually accept because, I think it's great to be able to go on other channels. All right, my ninth goal for the year is a channel goal. And I know some people find these artificial, but I intend to be a professional reviewer one day. I intend to make this my full-time job. This is just a hobby at the moment, and in order to grow that hobby, I need to and turn it into a part-time job or even a full-time job one day. I need to grow the channel. So with my subscribers, in 2024, I went from about 3,800 subscribers. No, it was about 44,000 subscribers at the beginning of the year to about 8,000 at the end of the year. It was like 7,900 something. So it was about I doubled basically. I went from 4,000 to 8,000. I think that I could replicate similar numbers. So my lower goal, I'm setting two goals: a lower goal, which is very attainable, and then a stretch goal. My lower goal is to reach 11,000 subscribers. I think it's very possible as long as I don't, unless something terrible happens, I think it's very possible I can hit that goal. My stretch goal is to hit 14,000 subscribers, and I think that is a very attainable possibility as well. My stretch goal for last year was 10,000. I didn't quite get there, but I over-exceeded my initial goal of 7,000, and I hit almost 8,000. So, I'll probably be somewhere between 11 and 14, but my initial goal is 11 and my stretch goal is 14,000. And my last goal is something new that I've just started, and that is channel memberships. Channel memberships are a way for you to contribute and support the channel you are under no obligation to do so. If you can't afford it or don't want to, it's totally understand. But I want to grow channel memberships because that helps me be able to dedicate more time to the channel, dedicate more opportunities for the channel, and interact more with people. And so I have channel memberships up. I have a fan appreciation level, and I have a another level, which is the contributor level. And the contributor level has videos, and the fan appreciation level has some polls and some interactions and stuff, some emojis that you can use. And right now, as I'm recording this video, I have 7 channel members, which is great, and I love them all, and I'm so happy to have that. My initial goal is to hit 50 by the end of the year, but I also have a stretch goal of hitting 100 channel members. I don't know if this is going to happen. It may not. I may stay at 7, and if I do, I love all those people that supported me. But I think I can grow it as well. So those are my 10 goals for 2025, both my reading goals and my kind of channel goals. So let me know in the comments which ones you think are attainable, which ones you think are ridiculous. Let me know which goals you think I should have as well, and tell me what your goals for 2025 are in the comments. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you are so inclined, please consider becoming a channel member, clicking the join button. And until next time, I'm Jonathan. And thank you for watching.